So I call him up. I said, "Do you remember that stony place?" He goes, "Oh my God, yeah, Donnie, what are you gonna do?" And I was like, "Holy shit, dude, you can help me. You can help me. You can corroborate my story, and then we can have it out there, and it'll be out." He goes, "Dude, it'll be going against my parents, but I can't abandon you to that, right? Because I'm like his favorite uncle, right?" So he says, "I won't abandon you to that, and I'll speak out with you, but it's against my own mom and dad, so you better know how much I like you and stuff." He says, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be huge.
One thing, okay? What are you? Religious?
Catholic.
Catholic? You've been born Catholic?
Yeah, baptized, no.
Yeah. You believe in that?
Somewhat. Like I believe in one God and everything, but
that's one big God. That's something.
The whole Jesus thing could have been fake, though, right? It could have been very easily back then.
Jesus has been betrayed, something like that. He's still there, but he's the good guy we've been used, you know.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, we got some matches here.
Yeah.
Matches here.
Let's get that.
And I'm so glad you guys are here, man.
Yeah, we're gonna do that professional, try to do the truth and only the truth. Toi, on enroule avant. You don't mind if I smoke my weed, because it's my medication.
Oh, no problem, man.
So, medication.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, so I'm not on any drugs. Like I smoke a joint every once in a while, but I
that's
don't
all I
do
do,
drugs.
me too.
I don't even drink.
Well, weed, what you're smoking right there, that's worse. That's killing people.
Yeah.
That's healing people.
Yeah, everybody says that that's a gateway drug, but actually cigarettes are a gateway drug.
Oh yeah.
Cigarettes send you to weed, which sends you to everything else, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, this Dave Mustaine from Megadeth.
Dave Mustaine.
You know what that rotten bastard did to me, man? He comes in and they all do these weird things to you, right? They all come in and they're all trying to look good for everybody else that's there, right?
Yeah.
They get you in one of the side rooms from concourse and they have the camera in the corner of the room, right? And the rest of them are sitting out there in the big auditorium, right? And they're watching on the big screen. They got a big screen on the big wide side, the big screen on the wide side. Two of them, right? And they're all just sitting there watching, right? Oh my God. And then Dave Mustaine's like, yeah, so... he actually stood up for me. He goes, when you send that letter out, send out a picture of that album cover and send out a picture of your own face. Right? And he was crying because they were talking about killing me, right?
Yeah.
And I said, what do you care? And he goes, I don't want you to die. I think you're awesome, man. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
And but he's done some pretty mean stuff to me. They get out there and they can literally have you chained up. They cut an incision in your nutsack. Pull your nuts out and they're hanging by cords, right? They put them in their hand and it burns because the hand oil, right? Oh my God.
Do you have napkins or something?
Oh, it doesn't. It's all good. I'll just grab a old towel.
Tu papier roulette.
So much to tell you guys.
I know. We're gonna get that on tape at least and know the truth.
When I was making that letter,
Yeah.
it took me about 3 days, and each one of those 3 days, I was living there torturing me first, right?
Well, that's a awesome letter.
And I was frantic when I was writing it. I'm not a pro writer or anything, and I never really did anything like this before.
No, it's
I didn't, there was so much more stuff, and I didn't know what to include because it sounds unbelievable as it is, right? So if I tell people, well, yeah, they were eating some of these hookers at the Picton murders, right? Some rich people wanted to taste human. People are going to go, put that aside, right? Like,
what about the Bohemian Grove?
which one?
The Bohemian Grove. You know about that?
Bohemian Groove.
You don't know about that?
Oh, the Boy,
Commission of Care?
the Boyman
Groove.
Love Association or something like that.
Groove.
Is that like NAMDA?
I'm going to show you the Bohemian Grove. I need to show you this, okay?
They're big into that.
Yeah, you're going to see it right there, I think. It's awesome. You're going to see that if I'm here, I know it's for something. It's not for gamers, for people. We're not crazy, you know.
Yeah.
People think we're crazy, but we are not.
Well, it's meant to look that way. They set it up that
it
way,
is
right?
meant. Alien and all that, they all think it's all coming.
Mhm.
Okay, I have to go here.
It's so enormous.
You know?
So enormous.
It's incredible, but right now they must be fucking scared.
Oh, they are, man. They're out there. They're
telling
trying
you.
to act confident, and then they're like, "Can you please just stop hammering? You won't believe here anymore, right?" And I already tried that before. I held on to the letter and I said, "I won't mail it. Just for God's sake, don't bring me here anymore. I can't handle it. You're killing my heart, right?" And they said, "We know. We don't want to finish you off. Well, we're going to leave you alone now."
Yeah.
So then they just brought me back again because they don't have anything to do out there, right? Because after they all have sex and stuff and they watch people fight, they get UFC guys out there and they're fighting out in the center ring with their pain sensors off, and it looks ridiculous. They're just clubbing at each other painlessly, right? It's just retarded. And they're watching people sword fight and stuff, and it's gross. It's gross. Like, my sword fighting career out there ended when I freaked out after I won. Come in on this guy and I got really good at sword fighting. They had me sword fighting little kids when I was a kid, right? And they put little samurai armor on us and everything. And had to be a dark color because they put a spotlight on you and everything. It's an absolute nightmare. So anyway, I got pretty good at sword fighting, but then I was sword fighting this guy. It was about 2 years ago. And I whacked his katana to the side, because I always got a katana they give me, right? And I whacked his katana to the side, and came down, and we both of us had our pain sensors turned totally off, right? You can still feel a slight ding when it hits a bone, but other than that, you're numb. You can watch your guts come out and everything. It's incredible to see, right? But it's very disturbing. So anyway, I went down to my knees with an overhand chop at the same time. Went down his shoulder and down his ribs, and it went ding, 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 through his ribs, right? And I felt the vibrations in the handle, and then it just went blah! All kinds of blood came out, and his purple and blue guts come out, and I went like this. Everybody was watching, right? And everybody's like, yeah, yeah, right? And I went, fell on the floor, right in the dirt, in the field position, going, and then they're like, Donnie, what are you doing? You won. And I'm like, and then they played it back to me after that, the video, because they video everything from the top of the concourse, right? From the top of the bowl. Always got up there with a video camera, videoing everything, so they can watch it later, right? So then they showed it back to me later, because I don't even remember falling on the floor and doing that, right? And then they said, you look stupid. I was like, oh yeah, because you guys really want me to look cool out here, right? And so then they never made me sword fight anymore. But worse than sword fighting, spear fighting. Spear fighting lasts a long time. Pokey, 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 man.
Okay, you're gonna watch this, okay? This is the cremation of care. Just hold on, take it and watch Alex Jones.
He might be with them.
He is with them, huh? He is, I'm telling you, he is. He is.
He very well could be.
He is, because he filmed them.
As well as private property rights. But
He is
time and
with
time
them,
again
huh?
in my research, I come, well,
I haven't met him there.
No, he is with them, but it's hard to tell.
and that's that the elite,
They do that all the time.
again, the so-called establishment kings, those that know best, the visions of the anointed ones, are obsessed with the occult. From presidents to governors to the heads of
Oh, my
industry.
friend went to get
We've
some
all seen the
paper.
stories of
Don't worry
presidents,
about that.
first ladies, obsessed with
Yeah,
their
there's the spirit animal.
astrologers
Yeah.
making
Oh, he's
national
all
policy
right.
decisions upon their recommendations. Spiritual guides, shamans in the White House.
I have so much to
My
tell you.
friends, it gets far worse than that.
Far worse than that.
You see, for over 120 plus years in Northern California, in Sonoma County, on a 2,700-acre secluded redwood grove, leaders from around the world, prime ministers, chancellors, presidents, governors, again, the heads of industry, banking, academia, the media, Hollywood, only a
What
select
you're
few,
talking
a
about,
little over
he's
2,000
right
people,
there. That's where you're going,
to
I think.
engage in bizarre, ancient, Canaanite, Luciferian, Babylon mystery religion
They do this at the Columbus Center all the time.
ceremonies.
That's what they do
my
there.
successful
We
industry,
think it's over there, but
Secret
somewhere
Service,
else.
They made me have sex with a girl in the field one time, surrounded by guys on horses with torches. It's weird.
Wow.
Didn't do nothing weird. They just wanted me to have sex with her, and that was it. And I just wanted to stand there and watch. It's strange.
Summer Fire
This
Festival
actress.
It's
of the
crazy.
Bohemian Club.
And no doubt you'll be hearing about all the differences between
If he
John
doesn't-
Kerry and George W. Bush.
If he doesn't know about cloning, if he's not mentioning cloning, then
No, no. Cloning is so there's something.
It's their main thing.
It is.
It's how they communicate in secret. They do everything from
They
the phone.
clone us. They're just a reptilian.
Yeah.
Okay, they clone us.
They can get anyone to 5 months.
Yeah.
Easy. They
You
can talk
think
hardly
you
anything.
could get me?
I
don't think so.
Well, I told so many people by now, they stopped bringing people there. Like,
I must be one of the most.
have you heard of Bloom and Steel? They're a conspiracy theorist group. Oh, he's in it. He's in it.
Yeah.
He wanted to come there and meet me. He wanted to meet the guy that made all the songs, right?
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's not a secret. I disagree with this president's direction that he's taking the country. We can do a better job than I intend to do it. And we'll be
That's
watching
all fluff. They're all the same.
They're all the same.
If he gets elected, he'll do the same stuff Obama does.
Ron
If Hillary
Paul.
Clinton gets elected, he'll do the same thing too. Ron Paul's in it. Ron Paul came up talking to me. Said he wanted to talk to me.
Wow.
Seriously, he's there. He's there.
I know
Front
he's
row,
there.
right behind the hockey boards.
He's like Obama, a puppet.
Yeah. The
You don't even have fucking internet. How come you know all that? That's what He's got fuck all here. I really know all that.
Yeah, they like keeping me poor. They don't want me to have the internet at all.
You don't have the internet.
Plus, with my family, once I found out about this stuff, like they let me in on it when I turned 30. I almost had a heart attack.
No.
And
Do you take medication?
what?
No?
No,
Don't.
not even aspirin.
I
Nothing.
was sure I was coming here, you were taking medication and all that.
No, I know that's what I would think too. If I was sure. I'm just a poor white boy in
I
the
know,
ghetto, right?
you're just like me. I'm poor too there. But I'm very poor. I'm not poor, but I'm...
Right now, they're more scared than they've ever been in like their whole time.
Well, the 21st of December there is going to be the end of them.
That's what they're saying, and they're following the prophecy too. They make stuff happen in the real world to make it look like the prophecy is coming true. Nostradamus stuff, they're big into that, and there's some other
That's
French
not
stuff.
true.
Yeah.
Nostradamus is not true. Something's true in there.
There's some similarities and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
but they just
They
build
talk
it
about
like
the
it's good
history
Bible.
Yeah. They call themselves the cold ones too, and they like that. They call themselves the cold ones because it's mentioned in the Bible, the cold ones, the corrupt people that God hates, that He'll destroy the world because of. They say, yeah, we're the cold ones, right? Man, it's so incredible.
I'm sorry, you took an understanding when you went in there that you were not to do that film. Did you have an understanding when you went in there? No. Did you crash it? Yes. Yeah, it has no trespassing.
Sometimes this guy knows about this guy and he's just playing along to make it look good,
Look
right?
at this.
I know what the circumstances are, and I'm sorry you violated the understanding. There was not a gentleman anything to do. But what about the ritual? Is the ritual genuinely?
Yeah.
Sounds like torture.
Creation of fear, they burn people.
Sir, I don't owe you this comment. This is what's called ambush journalism, and I disrespect you.
They could have set this all up there just to throw people off.
Yeah, but
Leave your damn business.
that could have been set up.
That could have definitely been set up. They're all actors, right? They think that they're these great actors. They hang with actors
Yeah,
and they
but-
try to impress the other actors with their acting, right? It's
But
incredible.
Alex Jones is one of the worst we can't trace back.
See, something like this, it's hard to believe they would ever go out in the open where
Huh?
someone could film them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They're so secretive, and all this stuff, the most important secret stuff, they all do at the cloning station because it's so for sure secret, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, something I did. This guy showed me a thing on YouTube describing things that they did at the cloning center, and I said, you got to get a hold of this guy and find out how he does it or how he knows this, right? They'll get a kid. Okay, you get a group of kids, right? And there's always one kid in the crowd that's like the alpha male or something, and he's the coolest kid of the group, right? And he's defiant, and he's not going to be molested, and he's not going to get hurt. And everybody else is rallying to him, right? And these kids are gaining confidence from this other kid, right? They'll get that kid, sure, and they'll hurt him bad, or they'll get some kind of acid. I think it's carbolic acid, and they'll turn the kid's pain sensors off, right? I don't know how they do this.
But do you get? Do these people get real?
real.
Or, yeah, when
They
you
all
get
have
there.
they all have real people.
Yeah, okay, so
No one at the cloning station is a real person.
okay, so, but
It's like
everyone gets on REM.
yeah. And the thing is, they all try to sit in the seats because it
Then
takes
too,
5
they
months.
must be going to REM.
Yeah.
How come I don't dream anymore?
You don't?
No.
That could be it. You could be there, dude. Seriously, that's how it works. When you don't remember your dreams no more,
No
it's
more.
because they're
No more
repressing your
dreams for a long
dreams.
time.
You're not having dreams anymore.
I
You're
was
just having
dead
memories.
for 3 days when I was young.
Really?
Yeah. I lost my girlfriend at 32 years old. She died in my arm. I kissed her lip. They were cold. Bye bye, my love.
Wow.
And many things. Cops not like me. I own my own business. I'm electronics since 1999. That's what
These
I am.
people try to mess me up, man. Every time I go get a job anywhere, they'll try to call the boss, anything, man, anything to make my life a misery.
You
Seriously.
don't even need the job right now, you know.
Mm.
Right now, you're gonna need the internet.
Yeah.
The internet, and can you? The best thing, okay, it's to get the internet. You don't have no phone line, huh?
No, I'll get the internet though.
Yeah, but if you easy to get the internet there, I'm telling you, okay, this is a big gift for you.
Yeah, no, major.
You know?
I mean, I don't have to keep it. You can just lend it to me
Well,
if you like, right?
I know you might earn it, okay? Because
Okay.
if I make money with that video there, I'm surely it's gonna pay me. You
Well,
know?
I have to tell you the juicy stuff then.
Well, no, you
There's,
just have to tell me the truth right now, what you go through, and that's all.
I'll tell you only the truth.
Yeah,
There's,
that's all I want. That's
there's-
all the people want.
There's no
They
need to
don't want
exaggerate.
nothing else.
I couldn't exaggerate on this at all. It's so bad I couldn't make it worse, right?
That's coming from my pocket, okay?
Awesome, man.
It is coming from my pocket, nobody else. There's no nothing behind that, okay? You can be
I
assured
appreciate
that
this
the
more than you
people.
realize.
That's gonna be for the people, for you to be safe. You got something, just okay.
Oh man,
You got a BlackBerry playbook.
Yeah.
I'll lend it to you. Just don't sell that.
Oh no, no,
Yeah, that's yours.
I promise I won't.
Okay.
And it couldn't be stolen because well, it couldn't be stolen because most of my friends are scared to hang around with me now.
Go. Yeah. Okay, but no, that's not stolen either. Okay, you can
Oh,
go
yeah.
to the Occult station. It's fully warranted and it's
Yep.
electronic.
Yep.
That's giving you that. Yeah. Lending you. Just making sure, but you can access all the internet. You don't have. Just get the Wi-Fi. Somebody else's Wi-Fi. You can tell them I'm going to give you $20 per month, a neighbor or something, and you can access the Wi-Fi. I'll show you how to do it.
Oh, they're all mad at Megadeth now because well, I've only ever seen the lead singer there. I've only ever dealt with him,
Yeah.
right? And sometimes these bands, it's not even the band members that even go there. It's the songwriter that goes there, and then they say they wrote the song and give it to them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And they have no way of knowing, right? But a lot of the time it is the celebrities because how it started 30 years ago, okay? It was all politicians. It was Elizabeth collecting politicians from around the world to be in her thing, right?
Yeah.
And she already had them all. She's been collecting
Yeah.
them for a long time. I don't know when they started with cloning, but it was like just after World War II or something they had it down. And I think Hitler was working on it. The Germans, I mean the Russians were
it's all
working on it.
Hitler.
The Chinese people
Yeah.
were working on it and everything. And then they figured it out. And Chinese clones at the Chinese Cloning Center, they have light brown whites of the eyes. And England knows how to make the whites of the eyes whiter, but they won't tell the Chinese people because
Yeah.
they don't share information like that a lot.
Yeah.
But it's craziness. So anyway, I went there when I'm 5 years old. Didn't know where I was. I'm standing in the dirt, surrounded by hockey boards. It's too small to play hockey in, but it's still got hockey boards, right? Stands, and it looks like the Forum, like a small sports venue. So I'm standing there, and I'm like, where am I, right? Just like every other kid I've ever seen there
Yeah.
saying it, right? And they're like, what they say, you're in the Church of the Lost Lamb. They say that so much, man. It's so disgusting. The Church of the Lost Lamb, they call it, right? And they say, well, why am I here for? And they say, you're the lost lamb. And they play this out every day. every day, constantly. It's so disgusting, and they make me watch it. They wanted me to promote
Well, you're
myself.
always in there in your sleep. It's bad. It's
Very bad. And watching those murders was really bad. It messed me up.
How can you live a life after?
Revenge. I live for revenge.
Yeah,
After I get
you
them, I
fight
don't care
back.
if I
You
die.
fight back. You fight and
Well,
fight back.
I kept quiet for a while because they told me that they could clone me after death and torture me into the next century. And I didn't want that to happen. I wanted to be friends with them, and so that didn't happen because that's fate worse than death, right? So,
I'm looking at
but then I found out you can't clone after death in this method. You still need the REM from the main person that's your anchor on Earth. It's how it's done.
But who are you anchored? Yeah, you're anchored
I'm
to
the
yourself.
anchor. I'm the anchor right now. I don't know how they do it, if they have to have an implant in you, but they showed me how it's done when I pretended to be friends with them for a year. And really convincingly, a green light comes on a machine on a table right next to the body, and they have racks underneath of the forum place, 5, 6 high, and they just lay them in there like fucking vampires. It's disgusting. They lay there, they don't even breathe. You think that they'd rot, be dead and rot. They don't. I don't know how they got it so nailed down. You know how they say that the brain is so big, it'll be so long before they figure it all out, right? No, they figured it all out. They have nothing left to learn. Nothing. They have it so down, they can make people do anything. The leadership of Japan is there.
What?
The leadership of Japan is there.
But Japan.
And something called the Yamaguchi Gumi Yakuza. Yamaguchi Gumi.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember they used to talk to me all the time because sword fighting.
Japan is with them.
Yes. Yes. They were asking me for a solution to the whole fucking nuclear problem.
And
Oh,
what
I
about
suppose
China
you know.
and then Indonesia? You see something from Indonesia?
I haven't
Temple?
seen any Indonesians. There are no Greece leadership there
No.
because
There's no Greece leadership. That's
no Greece.
perfect.
Greece either wasn't brought there, or they were brought there with their memory repressed and said, "Will you be with us?" And Greece said, "No, you guys are disgusting. We're out. We're out." Right? So Elizabeth said to me one day, "I don't know why they focus on me and include me in this stuff.
I know.
They like to use me for a scapegoat sometimes." They said, "Don't even need a country."
Okay, back on.
Cool. So, let's see. Yeah, I made. I don't mention this part a lot because I
Okay,
just
what
concentrate on
about
what's going on.
your where's your parents?
Well, my dad's dead and died like 2 years ago. He wasn't in it.
Okay.
He didn't
They are
farm game.
from here?
Oh yeah, I was born here.
Okay.
My mother is just like 5 blocks that way, and
You
she
heard
lives
about the money pit?
the money pit,
Yeah.
sunken pirate treasure over in Mahone Bay.
Yeah.
Heard about it.
Okay.
Read all about it. Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to that sometime.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I read a few books on it. I was wondering.
Yeah.
Really good to know.
It is something there. There's something there. Anyway, we'll get back to that.
So last night-
So you're Catholic and everything is. You're like just like me. Do you go to church at Christmas?
No, I haven't gone to
Me
church
neither.
in lots of years.
Lots of people, most part of people, there's no more family relation anymore.
Well,
We're mostly apart.
the good side, the Marshall side, my dad's side,
Yeah.
that had nothing to do with this stuff. They pretty much all died off of lung cancer and stuff. So there's the McMahon side, my mother's side, but she has a loose-knit family. Her parents had 15 kids and they all moved away. And anyway, I messaged a few of them, but
They don't reply. Right?
well, they do, but they're like, "What do you want me to do? How can I help you?" Right? And I'm like, "How can you say that after what I've described to you?" Right? And they're just not really close family, right? They're like, they regard me as an acquaintance. I guess it's just strange, right? I used to hang around with other people's families, and they basically adopt me, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, the cool thing that I did my whole life, I used to hang around with this pathological liar guy. And everybody knew that he was lying. He was telling his tall tales, and I seen how they looked at him, and I never wanted to be regarded in that way.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I just made a pact with myself. I would just always tell the truth. So then whenever I had something really big happen, and I told people, they just instantly believed me because, you know.
Yeah.
So I always did. So I told my friends about this, and oh my God, a few of them cried. Someone said, my God, my friend, I have kids. I can't be involved. And a few of them wanted to help me, but they're like, how can I help you? Right?
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, a couple of them were actually brought there and threatened not to help me, not to hang with me.
Who brought them there?
A couple of my friends were brought there.
Were brought there?
Yeah, and scared to death. They're not even going to say, unless this becomes world knowledge and people are in the know about it then they'll come and say, yeah, they brought me there and held a knife to my eyeball. It's going to come out all over there. It's going to spill out.
Yeah,
like
they don't want to take like crazy people and go.
Yep. Well,
the
cool thing is, once someone comes in here and says, "Dude, I got a lie detector test. You better hope you're telling the truth," and I'll go, "Awesome, rig me up." And but the thing is, a crazy person, if they actually believe that it's true, it'll come up as true on the polygraph test, right?
Yeah.
So it can't just be me. And I realize that people can't go up and say, Queen Elizabeth, we need the lie detector test you, Queen Elizabeth, because someone says you're cloning. I know that that's not feasible, it's not going to happen, but you can go and get my mother, you can rig her up. And she actually said at the cloning station, causing much uprisal at the place, she goes, well, if they come at me with a lie detector test, I'm not going to lie and bury myself deeper, right? I'll just say, it's true what he's saying, right?
Wow.
And then everybody's like, you will not. And even Elizabeth herself said, you most definitely will not. You will deny to the last. And but they don't want to, because then if it's proven that they're lying, they figure they're going to be in even deeper, right? And they just want to save themselves because they've been pretty damn gross out there. And pretty malicious on innocent people, me for one. But they all hang around out there like they're super gods. Like, if they got God complexes and stuff like doctors get. And Elizabeth says she is the technology god. And then there's Vladimir. Man.
Vladimir
Putin. Vladimir Putin. I'm scared of this guy. I was scared of him before I even seen him at the cloning station because of what I heard about him, right?
He's a reptilian.
He's something, man. He is something. And yeah, it's discouraging how everybody talks about aliens and the reptilians and stuff like that.
Mongolia. What? It's scary. What the fuck is going on in Mongolia? Why don't we hear about Mongolia?
They aren't telling me hardly anything. You know, I tell everybody everything that. But before they were telling me everything. I mean, they told me everything.
Mongolia, man, there's something there. It's in
Mongolia's
between
a big
Russia,
place. It's a big
and
place.
we don't hear about that. Korea, Russia, Japan, China, Pakistan.
Yep.
It's all around Mongolia, you know.
Yep.
What's going on there? That's where the secret is.
Well, there isn't too much there. There's a lot of tundra there and open spaces.
But there's pyramids. What the fuck is it doing there?
There's, I think there's imperial pyramids there too that are shaped like pyramids too.
You know, the temple, Borobudur in Indonesia.
No, I'm not familiar with
Borobudur.
Heard of Angkor Wat in South America and stuff like that, but never heard of that.
I'll show you something that's gonna be. It's very strange. The secret is there. It's Hindu, but
so the cloning station is in Canada, or the one that I'm brought to is in Canada. I've been brought to a few before, but then they all just started bringing me to the same one.
What is that? That must be in Quebec.
Must be what?
In Quebec? In Quebec? Which province?
It must be somewhere close to where the Picton murders were done. When they say that was in Vancouver,
Alberta.
it must be somewhere out there because they had to bring the tapes.
What about art?
Art?
Heart. H-A-A-R.
Well, they never told me that much about that because they started telling me about they can't control the weather. They told me they can cause earthquakes. Now they told me all kinds of bullshit too, right?
They did the Japan earthquake,
Oh, did they?
Tsunami.
Did they?
Yes, they did.
Well, they were there. When I was there, they were acting like the tsunami was a big surprise, right?
No, like
And
the 911
they were
did.
worried about it. They actually said that they downplayed it worldwide. It was actually way worse than people said it was. The radiation and stuff, way worse. They said they had to downplay it so bad because there would have been a world panic about it. It's bad, I guess, really bad.
It is.
Anyway, this is one of the solutions that they had come up with.
Yeah.
A circle of people trying to think of a solution. You know what they were going to do? Well, North Korea, when they did nuclear tests up there, when underground, when the nuke would go off, it caused a major depression in the ground, like a crater, like the bomb actually
that's
exploded
it.
on the surface.
That's what
now, what the
they did.
Japanese were going to do, they were going to drill a hole into the coast underwater.
that's what they did.
Insert a nuke and then blow it up underneath of the plant. It would go down into a crater, and the water would rush in and cover it with water. That's one of their solutions, but they didn't want to do that to trigger possibly other earthquakes. So there was a big debate about it, right? And then they never did that, and then they just kept on spraying it, and they want to concrete it and stuff. They told me so much stuff, man. I'm telling you everything. I'll tell you everything.
There was a big whirlpool. Have you seen the whirlpool when the tsunami came in? T'as-tu vu ça, le whirlpool? Ce qui dit, en fait, un nucléaire en dessous de la mer. C'est en plein ça. That's right what you said. And you don't even have internet right here.
No, they tell me this stuff themselves. I don't even have cable. I don't watch CNN or anything. They tell me this stuff.
You don't have no news. You don't.
No, they tell me this stuff daily. Like, there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff
He knows
to tell you
everything
guys.
about it.
I have so much stuff to tell you guys. Hillary Clinton sits in the seat next to me and tells me stuff, right? And I'm like, what are you telling me this stuff for? I don't even want to be here, you ugly woman. Leave me alone. I don't want to have sex with you. I don't want to discuss things with you. You're disgusting. You watched that innocent child
Hey,
die on
man,
video.
God.
You watched all those poor hookers get bonked with a hammer, except for the one. Oh my God. Oh my God. I hate them. I hate them so bad. Ah, I've never seen that before.
To the largest Buddhist monument in the world, the massive
I'm surprised you never heard of this.
That was under ashes for so many years from the volcano. They discovered it like 100 years ago.
Wow. So Muammar Gaddafi is not dead, by the way, you guys. Muammar Gaddafi is not dead. That was a clone that you guys seen die on that video.
Where?
Muammar Gaddafi?
Yeah.
He's not dead. No,
Yes.
he's not dead.
Yes, thank you.
They cut his clone. They cut his clone off the hairline, right? They showed me the whole prep for it and everything.
Gaddafi is still alive.
He is. He's
He is alive,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. They said
Thank you,
he's-
thank you.
They said he's living in Gaza now. I guess he has ties in Gaza. They like him.
Gaza?
Yep, Gaza, like the side of Israel there, Gaza Strip.
Yes, each of them.
Oh, I've seen this,
got
yeah.
A Buddha in there.
Oh yeah,
There's
yeah.
one.
I've seen this place.
Yeah.
I watched Channel 46 about a history channel about it
See the
once.
Buddha in there?
Yep.
Awesome.
I like to visit these places, but after
Wait. Okay, Gaddafi, yeah.
once I get world known
You
and
seen
stuff,
him
which I
die?
don't even want.
You seen him die?
Oh yeah.
You want to see him on the YouTube?
Who?
Gaddafi.
Oh no. I've seen him enough.
Okay.
I used to call him Uncle Mo when I was a kid, man.
Is he a
I'm
good
not
guy?
familiar
Is he a
with
good
this
guy? Is he?
He was actually somewhat nicer than the rest of them, right?
Yeah.
But he had to keep up the exterior that he was just as evil as the rest of them, right?
Yeah.
But he'd been hanging around with me since I was a little kid, watching me make these amazing songs out of thin air, right? Actually, a song I made about him for Prince called it was called Raspberry Beret. He wore a raspberry beret, right? That's the song. It's about Muammar Gaddafi. He loved it. He's sitting there in the crowd behind the hockey boards going. He does flamenco dancing and everything. He used to hang around there with me, asking me how he should do stuff.
Wow.
He says he wanted to talk the Americans for a military vehicle, a Humvee, right? So he says, Donnie, I have so much money. With his harsh accent, right? He goes, I have so much money. What the vehicle do I make? And it's like, I don't know, make something better than what they got, right? And you're trying to talk them. And he's like, I put the Lamborghini engine in the Bronco. Go faster than any Humvee, right? So I was like, cool. And then he's showing me this car. And man, showed me it at the cloning station. So I'm like, how did this get here, right? And probably wasn't even a real one. It was probably just skeleton of it or something. Anyways, so yeah, he was there. The whole Lockerbie thing, you know, the Lockerbie bombings in England.
Yeah.
I didn't expect him to be there hanging with Elizabeth, right? Because of that. They're supposed to hate each other, right? So I don't even know the date that happened, but he was hanging there before that. So you think he would be scared of the clone station to do this bombing? And I was just looking, the light went out. I thought he would be scared to do the bombing, afraid of clone torture and stuff. But if they clone tortured him, he would tell the world, right?
Yeah.
And so he had them there. Also, they had, I'll just tell you, it's kind of gross. They had one of his really, really close friends imprisoned there, right? I guess he gets kind of fruity with them sometimes, right? And he wanted him back really bad. So he said, if you don't let me have him back, I'm going to keep on bombing, and I'm going to tell the world about cloning. They'll all pounce on you, and they might pounce on me too, but they'll get you too. And I'm getting my friend back, and you better give him back. And they gave him back. And everybody was like, oh my God, why are you giving him back? And they're like, we just have to for international. No, it was so he didn't talk about cloning. But I'm talking about it now. So, also another thing, they say that I'm going to be regarded as the Antichrist for telling people about this and possibly ending the world and stuff. It's not like that though. They say out there, they stopped calling me the Antichrist because I'm basically a pretty nice guy. They watch me in life doing stuff, and they know everything I've ever done or who I know, and they say, he's a pretty nice guy.
You have something to hide?
No, nothing. They know everything about me. They shot me up with sodium pentothal. Said, tell us your deepest, darkest secrets.
What about that surgeon, that guard there?
Which guard?
That Stephen there, talking about? There's a guy.
Oh, the commissioner.
Yeah.
He's terrible.
Where is he?
He's down at the emergency room hospital in Halifax. He lives in Halifax somewhere. I mean, I wanted to go down and get him a few times, but then I'm going to be in a jail cell if I do that. And the man's 60 years old.
I just want to.
So I'll get him better. This man's been chasing. This guy's been chasing me around this place since I was 5 years old. Well, maybe 6 years old. But he's pretty retarded.
If he gets in contact with you, you tell the cop or him, or you tell me you try to get in contact with me.
Well, he never comes up to me in real life.
My number is 888-8000, okay?
Okay, I'll write it down.
888-8000. In New Brunswick, 506-888. Just remember 8000.
888-8000?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's not hard to remember.
No.
506 area code, alright.
Alright, that's, you'll reach me right away.
Oh, after I posted something on Stephen's site about Phil Reese.
Yeah.
Phil Reese is his name. He's like the boogeyman. He's the person that they use, one of them, to put the fear.
He's like a puppet there.
Well, even more than that with him. He's like Mr. Gross. He's the boogeyman to all the kids there that puts the fear into the kids, right? And sometimes the kids' parents are there with them.
Wow! And they go back in life, and they make that. They make that in real life. They go to school. Those kids. They go back to school, and what they see in their dream, in their REM, they make that suffer in school.
Yes, it messes them up bad. There's all kinds of side effects. They never said a lot about it because they don't want other people, the parents there.
What about the artists?
Artists?
Artists. You know the kids, there's a lot of autists.
Oh, autism?
Yeah, autism.
Yeah, sometimes they cause that. Just going to cloning causes you some kind of damage. Because when you go there...
But those kid artists, they must be going there all the time.
Well, no, sometimes they're just born like that. And they're actually talking. They were, because people were saying they were concerned that they might want to leave if they're getting damaged from being clones, right, going in our REM. Because people, when they go there for too long, they start to turn squirrely. Like, earlier on, like, man, so many people. And,
I know.
Some of these artists here, that not the autism people, but the artists. I call them artists. Yeah. They're basically rip-off artists.
They're all.
I called some of the
Lady Gaga and
some of the black guys there.
What about there's one Tupac.
Tupac, yeah.
What happened to Tupac?
Okay, well, I'll tell you the straight skinny on that. It's real cut and dry, short story. they started making like a mock fight to gain publicity on each other, right?
Yeah.
Just to make themselves something to talk about. And then it escalated, and then they're calling each other bitches and this and that, and they're making raps about each other, and then it escalated. But it was just supposed to be a fake thing.
Yeah.
And then I guess that Tupac guy did bang his wife and all, and that got personal, I guess. So anyway, the first person to throw bullets was the fat guy. He had that Tupac guy shot. He was saying at the cloning station at the time, because they were talking about it a lot, right? And I was just glad they were talking to them and not me this time, right? Because they focus on me all the time. I'm so sick of talking to them, man. Oh my God, every day. Oh my God, about anything. So Biggie's there. He's like, "Oh, shoot him, blah, blah, blah," right? And they're like, "You can't shoot him. He makes us too much money. You shoot him, you're dead," right? He goes, "All right, I won't shoot him then." Then he hasn't shot. Because probably following Momar's example, Momar said, "Fuck you guys, right? I'll blow up stuff and tell people," and he stood his ground, right? And then they caved. So this guy, he's not nothing though. He's just a rapper, right? Rap artist, they like being called, but he's just a rapper, and so he had two back shot. He had two back shot, and then they brought him there, and they said, "You did that, didn't you?" "I don't have nothing to do with it," and they shot him up with truth serum. "Yeah, I shot him up." Yep. And then after that, he's off of it, and then he says, "Yeah, I did. Yeah, I just I don't know, my pride, my honor, and stuff." And then he's trying to get out of it with words. They said, "No, you're going to die. We're going to come up and shoot you tomorrow." And he actually went. I think he said there he's going to go get a tattoo, or they got him when he went to a tattoo parlor or something.
Yeah.
He got in his car, and they wanted to shoot him. I think they put it in the movie. They wanted to shoot him in the eye for some reason. I don't know why.
Or the all-seeing eye.
Probably. Just they love the symbolism, right? Prince Charles says even the ram on Ram truck is a symbolism of a satanic thing,
I
right?
guess so.
And I was like, and they're like the Zion in the Olympic thing.
Yeah.
They're like, Donnie, you can't escape the symbolism though. Because I'm always telling them their goat-headed devil god is silly.
Well,
right?
that's so Zion.
Yeah, it is Zion. They showed me it on the big screen there.
Wow,
I'm like, why would
man.
you do that? And they're like, it's London Olympics. And I'm like, and Prince Charles says, "But Don, you can't escape the symbolism, Don." Right? And I said, "But you make the symbolism. It's not like it's magically appearing and it's like a sign from the nether."
You know, Prince Charles is doing the weather station. He's announcing the weather station.
I didn't know.
Right today there.
I hate him.
He came online there. That guy doesn't laugh. He's always watch this, man.
Oh, he's seen a lot of murders. He's seen a lot of people get killed. I did too.
All you're saying is true, man.
I have to stay normal. See, watching those hookers get killed that time.
With that guy that in Alberta there?
Yeah.
A Picton?
Yeah, they videotaped it. He killed them in the same room every single time. Picture this, okay? This is a perfect room to tell you about this. I don't even know what the guy's house looks like, right? Never watched none of it because I couldn't. It'd make me sick. I'd start getting nauseous and shake and stuff whenever I watched it. Anyway, the room is like this. There's a camera in the corner of this room, right? Up in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Bed here. Small end table with a little wooden chair.
Yeah.
And then there's a picture on the wall over here, right? And the door is right there. You bring the hooker in every single time, right? It's terrible. Terrible. Messing me up. This is why Britney Spears went, A bunch of other ones went crazy too, but they just stayed in the house so that they wouldn't go freaky in public like Britney Spears. This messed a lot of people there up. They stopped showing people that kind of stuff, except for a certain group of them. They would only bring certain ones there to view this stuff. He would bring them in the room. Oh my god. And he used a ball-peen hammer because he said, because they used to bring him to the cloning station too. And but they had to bring him on the second night because if they brought him the same night, he was too excited and he would ramble on. So they bring him on the second night after he murdered the hooker, I guess. You bring him in. It was like clockwork every time. Bring him in, and he had a roll of plastic underneath of the bed, right? So it would just roll up. Bring him in, there was a picture on the wall right here. Nice big picture, big frame, right? He said, "Check out this picture over here. My brother painted this picture for me." You come over, check this out. This is how he murdered all these women, pretty much. He'd stand here, put his arm around them or something, and he'd reach in back of his belt, right?
Hold on. Let me film that. I want to film this. Okay?
He'd reach in back of his belt.
Go.
He'd reach in back of his belt, he'd say, look at this picture, my brother painted this for me. And then when they're like, oh, that's a beautiful painting, he'd reach in back of his belt, pull out the ball peen hammer with no claw because it can hook on clothing and maybe kill him. He'd haul it back and crack them over the head with the hammer as hard as he could. Now, everybody's sitting there at the clone station watching this. People are freaking out. Some people saying, I gotta get out of here, I gotta leave, I can't watch this. The celebrities are allowed to leave. I wasn't. And the other slavish people, they weren't allowed to leave either. And they had to sit there and watch. Elizabeth would sit right down next to me and nudge me if I looked away from the screen. And said that she wanted me to see the evil that men do, and she wanted me to be strong-minded and this and that, but they were always causing a detriment in my life, so it's not like they were trying to make me strong or anything. They were actually just trying to mess me up, because I'm normal people, and they're just corrupt and cold. Man. It's they try to outdo each other there with their evil acts, right? And whoever can do the most evil stuff is like the coolest, right? And then they talk about it there to them. And all these celebrities, it's the celebrities' fault, really. Because all the politicians, they're showing off for the celebrities that are there. And then the celebrities there feel like they're semi-world leaders because they talk to these people about all of their processes and policies and stuff, and they try to put their 2 cents in, right? And say Brad Pitt, oh, he's there. He beat the shit out of me there, just for a joke, right? He talks to them there.
We're gonna finish soon, and we're gonna come back.
He talks to them there about world policy and stuff, and